Okay, now I feel it is time for me to start sharing the mystic side that I have, where I will share a story that just happened. Well, it's been happening, but it started a few weeks ago. So I can connect in with unseen spirits. And a few weeks ago, a friend of mine that can do the same was feeling that there was something with the land that my home is built on that I needed to look into, and she was getting something about a peace treaty. And so I planned on doing that like when I got a chance that day, but then I forgot. So it wasn't until a few days later that I woke up with like it on my mind, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do this. So I got in my meditation mode and felt into the land, and instantly there was this male Native American that came through, and I felt there were a lot of other spirits as well, but like he was speaking on behalf of everyone and showing me all the things I needed to do to help this land and bring more peace into the land. And it was kind of cool because the energy that I was like seeing this image of this energy flowing through me and into the land and then spreading out really far, like with the mountains further out, it was like spreading all the way out to the mountains. So that's where it starts, right? Then a couple of days later, this same friend, we like to check in with one another every now and then and just see if there are blind spots we have, because sometimes that's the case. So she was just asking if I could check in on something for her, and I was feeling all of this energy where I'm just like I'm just like kind of distorted, and there's all this anger, and I've done all of this work to clear, and I'm not being able to clear it. And she's like, I'm feeling that there's a soul that has not crossed over, so a spirit that no longer has a body but has not moved on. And sure enough, there was. And instantly what came through, she was female, and she did not know she had died, and she was really confused and also angry, and there was like all this distortion because she didn't even know who she was. So I helped her to remember, and she asked me how she died, and what came through was actually kind of sad. It was her husband and another man, which may have been his brother or something, I'm not positive on that. They murdered her for her dowry money. So it was actually, she's a spirit that had lived a long time ago and was still stuck. So as soon as I helped her like remember pretty much who she was and helped her feel like peaceful and everything, she was able to move on. And then a couple of days later, the same thing happened, and and my friend was actually the one able to spot it that time as well. I'm like, why am I feeling so off? And I've done all of the work to clear. And she's like, yep, there's another soul that hasn't crossed over. And this one, there were actually two. It was a nephew, uncle, and they didn't know they had died. And what I was getting for them, which they asked as well, how did we die? And I was getting some type of sickness. I was seeing an image of blood being coughed up. And as soon as I was able to help them, they were able to move on as well. And so what I was getting is, after doing this work on the land, I mean, that's not the only thing. There's more spirits that are coming. That's what I'm getting to. Like with this land work, it's actually helped a lot of spirits like come to me, and they don't even know they're coming to me at first, but I'm like helping them move on. Whatever shifted with the land is helping these spirits. So now I can actually recognize when I all of a sudden have this angry feeling. I'm like, okay, there we go. It's not mine. There must be a spirit that needs help, that is ready. So that's been my experience the last couple of weeks. Hope you enjoyed my story, and there will be more to come.